Greetings. Welcome back to Ministry Monday. This is Carlton Coon. I apologize for not being with you last week. It was a full week and things just happened to get away from me. I want to continue to talk about pastoring a narcissist, and I've appreciated the response from various directions about this book and also the Ministry Monday sessions that are being provided. I want to put a caveat in place for dealing with difficult people. And this applies whether you're dealing with a narcissist, a manipulator, or if you're dealing with a psychopath, sociopath. Don't be heavy-handed. Here's the thing. Jesus talked about the tares and the wheat, and he gave a warning. Don't pull the tares up if it's also going to destroy the wheat. Everybody you deal with has connections in the church. They have friends. Many instances, they have family members. They may be the only one in the entire group who would be narcissistic or any of the other things that make someone difficult to deal with. But the way you respond to that person, even responding with discipline, even responding in ways that that person may not feel to be kind. I'm talking about the narcissist not feeling it to be kind. It's important that you not alienate other good people even as you deal with a difficult person. Let's take just a minute and today let's think about one of the narcissists of the Bible, and he probably fits into several of these difficult people categories, Haman. And we're going to talk about Haman this week and also next week. Haman was promoted in the kingdom, and he found a place that, and for whatever reason, Ahasuerus decided this guy needed to be second in the kingdom, so he positioned him there. Here's some traits of narcissism that begin to show up then in Mordecai's behavior. Number one, he has a sense of self-importance. Narcissists always feel that they're at the top of the heap. And his self-importance is presented as he has everyone at the king's gate bow and give reverence to him. And of course, Mordecai would not do this for Haman. The second thing that you see very quickly in the little book of Esther is that Haman was not honest. He was not honest in what he said to Ahasuerus about the entire nation of Jews that were now residing in their kingdom. The third thing that is common to those who are narcissists is that he had a fantasy of success and being powerful. He'd already been promoted above others, but he became preoccupied with imagining his own future significance. And when he was invited to these meals with Esther, he saw that as another step forward in his becoming someone who was truly important and had lasting success and lasting power in the kingdom. The fourth thing that is common to those who are narcissists is that Haman, on having been promoted and having been honored by invitation to Esther's palace, he immediately has to tell someone. He calls a group of friends together to brag about his riches, his many children, and then primarily, because they'd already known those things, primarily his promotion by the king. And he boasted about these 2 days in a row that he was going to have dinner at the queen's house. He envisioned, and I suppose this is part of having a sense of greatness about yourself, but when he told his wife and family members, friends, neighbors, what had happened, they encouraged him to bigger things, that with his power and authority and with his abilities, that this one person who was really annoying him, this Mordecai guy who wouldn't bow, they encouraged him that he would have the ability to destroy. And of course, in all of this, pursuit of these things. There is the expectation of being honored. There's the expectation that people will bow. There's also the expectation that when the king says, who would I honor? Who should I honor for having done something great for me? It is the expectation of Haman that who else could he be talking about but me? Does any of that sound familiar with people that you have dealt with? When we come back next week, we're going to talk about the biblical responses to Haman. And there's some patterns here that as an influencer, as a pastor, you can apply them. But I'm going to say this caveat over and over again. Don't deal with difficult people with a heavy hand. If you do, it will cost you some good people. And you don't need to lose good people. See you next week.